Well. The little man movement has come around.
It
Anthony
sure
finally had his time. Marcel from Love and Marriage Huntsville came out, and it was a bigger event than he had ever done before. Because the impact was, it made history. So it was bigger than what he's ever done before.
Because God showed
him the way.
Well, no, God showed him that even though it was small in number, he showed him that
it was more impactful.
It's not the exactly.
Yes. Snap.
So, okay, Anthony.
But we gonna get right into all of that, y'all. It's Mary.
And Amma.
We invite you guys to like,
subscribe,
and comment down below, y'all, because we would just want to know. Was Brandon the only one that had a point, or do you guys disagree? Do you think that he was on point
Brandon
with the shade?
Brandon was being shady.
I think it was very shady.
Brandon has been confused ever since they went into that room, and he de-articulated then when all the other men showed up. He de-articulated then. But, Brandon. He was being shady. But my thing is Colby. Can you just take several seats?
Or just be quiet for
and
2 seconds.
Hush.
Yeah.
Like, if the man is confused,
let him be confused,
and the other men are there in the movement, why are you all up in his? We're talking about, well, you gotta check the little paper that they gave you. The mission is written there, and like Kobe, just chill. You're too much sometimes. You're just really, really, really too much. Anywho.
Yeah, so I mean, I feel like Brandon, maybe that's how he generally felt. But then again, I'm like, if you're so confused about this, why are you taking your sweet time, putting on your t-shirts and your suit jacket to come and participate, but you don't know what the hell you participated in?
Yes.
Like, for me, that says more about you than it does about Anthony. Even though Anthony might not really know what the hell the man movement is, and then Marcel's talking about having diarrhea, there's a lot going on. But I feel like, Brandon, you confused, don't be there.
He said it's not a movement.
You say you want a movement, go sit on the toilet.
He said you gotta be about the movement. The movement gotta be your whole entire life.
I guess he thought he was real cool saying that. You want a movement? Go sit on the toilet.
He was tapping into his inner Farrakhan.
That's what it was giving me. But it really wasn't. It was like giving great value, like the bootleg version that you buy from the street corner. But I mean, hey, history. We started somewhere. I would want somebody to clap for me when I started
the Million
business.
Man March. Well, this March.
He didn't say anything. It's like
he was Million Man March. It's even less than the great value. However,
no, but the thing is, it wasn't even a march. You know why? Because they sat down there talking about the historical places in the city.
Only when they were walking.
So was this this is what I used to do at SCAD when they brought in all the newbies. Let me give you a tour of SCAD and let me tell you about what's going on. A march is something where you're like. You're affecting change, like you're making noise, like you're letting people know, like what this is about.
Right.
Y'all just a bunch of black men walking down the street looking at the
that's
buildings.
what Bravo was saying. Bravo was like, look,
he should have said
had
something.
A megaphone or something. So as we're walking down this street,
people heard the message.
People will know, hey, why are all those black men walking down the street? Then they'll know. So the next time that they do this,
that would have been promotion.
Hey, exactly.
Yeah.
So, but like you've got to
baby
start
steps,
small.
Right? Baby steps.
It's baby steps, and
I don't know why the women were there though. I thought it was a man march.
This is the problem that I have, and I remember even
I
during
think
the Million Man
women
March,
came to
I
fill up the
remember
room.
there were a few women who also just insisted they just had to go, and they were just like, stay your ass at home. But it's okay. But still, I just felt like, and if you are there as women, like Russell Puller answered Brandon's question, Bravo Puller answered the question.
I just felt like Kobe hopped
like
his mammy role so
you
quick.
You hopped in a space of men in a march that don't have your gender up there. Like, what, Kobe? She gets on my nerves. She's beginning to really get on my nerves. The other thing, Latoya. Let me tell you something, Dr. Latoya. This should tell you something. Stop getting into people's business. Because you see how you jumped in.
Kobe and Christina made up.
Kobe's behalf. Now, Kobe's sitting down like, so what do you guys think? You know, you guys have kind of gotten it together. As though I would say, girl, didn't I talk about this because you were all upset and blubbering and crying and going to your car because you're all upset? Now you're asking me if we good. I would have turned right around and said, Kobe, you good with Christina now? Because last time I checked, I said something because of you two. This is what you got to learn, not Christina, Latoya, Dr. Latoya. Don't interfere.
Yeah.
Just be neutral. But I do believe that I don't know if she likes Christina very much.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
So Christina sometimes is, I don't know, she becomes a little bit of a pill. But, and then the other thing, I just feel as though Brandon right now, since his life seems, you know, at first when his life seemed on the up and up, you got your artist and all that stuff, you know, you were like putting down your wife, like, why are you calling me? You're spoiling the vibe right now. Can I get to my artist? Can I get to my artist? Now though, when Anthony don't want to do nothing with your ass, and he calling his Laurel or whoever used to be Christina's producer, now leaning back again on Christina. And Christina, you being a sucker, I know he's your husband, but you being a sucker, trying to mammy him. But here he go. Is it just me? Or does it seem like, just like they had a target on your back? Do you feel as though Anthony got a target on my back? Yes, honey. It does feel that way.
Well, what can you say? The woman's trying to make her marriage work.
I'm sorry. I will look at you. Yeah, the marriage gonna work. I ain't gonna give you no sympathy. I'd be like, target on your back, honey. Just talk to him.
Yeah. Instead of,
And
I mean, but he likes her
I'll say
fighting
to
his
him,
battles,
but
though.
you know, I'm kind of good with Latoya. Yeah, I think maybe it was a misunderstanding on my part, thinking that I have a target on my back from her. But you know, if you just talk to him,
But
there probably is a misunderstanding.
But the reason why he's even with Christine is simply for the fact that she babies him and she fights his battles. And I mean, she has been helping him grow his business. He likes that mammy inside of her.
Yeah.
Not that because he
As
loves it, but
soon
because it's
as-
a benefit to him.
Yes.
Yeah.
As soon as he stands on his feet again,
It stands
we're
on your
going to
neck again
see
real well.
How he spits on her face again.
It's coming. But that is our opinion on the new episode of Love and Marriage DC, y'all. Comment down below. What did you think? Did you think the man movement was great? Did you think that was a little bootleg? Did you think it was a great thing?
I'm always
and you're so happy about it?
I'm
I don't
always
know.
happy when people show up. Excuse me, for anything. Because, you know, I saw the young guy getting maybe some numbers from Marceau. It was great for Marceau to show up, but just throwing a little shade here. Bravo, you would have done better calling Letitia.
Oh, can
Now,
we
Marceau
talk
would
about
not have had none of that stuff if it wasn't for Letitia.
Can we
Go ahead.
Can we quickly talk about the whole fellatio thing? Where that guy was talking about at the dinner
that
table.
was so gross.
I just wondered who made that question. Unless it was maybe a man trying to. But my thing is, why would a man. Like, okay, so this is my. Y'all just rock with me for a second. Why would a woman write down that question and say, women, how do you want, why would a woman write down, husbands, how do you want your wife to initiate sex? Like, are you trying to figure out how other men like it? So I don't understand why a woman would ask that in a group full of married couples. Like, why would you want to know that unless you're trying to maybe ask your own husband? But then again, I'm like, well, couldn't you just have a conversation with him as you lay down with him in bed? Like, I just don't understand the logic of asking that in front of a group of couples. Like, it's just like when Candy had that whole vibrating panty thing, and then different husbands got to play with a woman's vibrator that wasn't their wife. Like, it's just weird.
Okay. You know what it is? This goes back to what
I mean, do you follow me?
I understand what you're saying. This goes back to what Sinji talks about, the black male worshiping, okay? Where there are real problems probably in the marriages that if you really want to get some advice, you really could have asked other questions. But it goes back to wanting to please some of these men that at this point, probably in the marriage, don't seem to be worthy of really like trying to be pleased.
Well, I
Like,
think
because look at how the guy even answered the bravo.
that was disgusting.
Look at how he even answered.
Fellatio, just get right
Just
to
for
it.
this year, you know, just grab it, hold it well, and get to it. Can you imagine giving anything to that man
I felt bad for the
and
wife
be
in that
vulnerable?
moment.
And the wife was just like,
Oh, really? As if she couldn't relate.
no,
I
she
don't know
looked
what's happening.
disgusted. That's what she looked, disgusted.
That
does
he would say it in
But does
public.
he give a damn? He does not give a damn, and that will tell you right there. This is that kind of man who wants his pleasure, i.e., Maurice Scott.
Yeah.
That's why he friends with the Scots peoples.
Oh, see?
Anywho,
Makes sense.
that's all I got to say.
Yeah, y'all.
Okay, there are other questions to ask apart from sexual questions. Like, there are other issues you all are having in all your marriages that you could have asked instead of some question about pleasing some man. You know who you'll never, you know what question you'll never hear from a man? How can we please our wives sexually? I have yet to ever hear a question
man
like that.
asks, or
But
even
for some
give a damn.
women, black women especially, stay asking some rubbish questions like that. Black male worshipping. You've got to go and listen to Cindy, CYN, and then the letter G, because she will go more into detail. But it's very mind opening. Something that I never thought about. But that's why these women will ask that question. There are other questions to have. Christina, you're there with your man who has stepped on your neck to get where he needs to get to. And anytime he has some problem, you got to go mammy him. Kobe, your man is there
Walking all over
taking,
you, really.
like, getting a gym. All with your money. I know it's with your money. That's why you're so upset. But he wants you to be some financial advisor to the whole thing, but never call you in for a meeting though. And then he conveniently, even though you got your whole, influencer job that you got to do, he wants you now to be at the gym, work that for him, and then at the same time too though, as he goes for his little pastor classes, is he gonna be working? Is he contributing to the household? So he got a gym, he got an other job for you to do, a second job, in addition to looking after the kids. Latoya, you don't look as though you actually like your husband. I don't think you've liked him since you all have been in college. It was probably the one man that went ahead and asked you to marry him. And you said, well, you know something? He asked me to marry him though. Like, and then he always feels less than in your presence. Like, as soon as you say something, Anthony's like, and then the other thing I had a problem with Latoya. Okay, you came. Ain't no table, ain't no chair. It's his event. I like control. Let go of the control. You got to focus on your own life. Your own life. Not other people's life. Including your husband. This is his time for him to shine. You should not have even been there. Stay at home. You got 3 kids. Anyway.
Yes,
You guys had questions. Real questions to ask that will enhance your marriage. Not some nonsense about how I got to please my husband sexually.
Well, no, but
no,
hold on, wait,
how can I motivate this man to do right by my ass? So that I ain't got to do all this other stuff. How can I motivate him, or how can he be motivated? Not me motivate him. How can he be motivated enough that I begin to feel like pleasuring him sexually? Anywho, that's all I got to say. What y'all think about that?
So
Go ahead.
the last thing before we wrap up, I also feel like maybe I want to give the benefit of the doubt to whoever asked it. I'm gonna be the soft place here, but I think, what if the woman was asking it because her husband hasn't had sex with her in a while, and she's maybe blaming her? Well, that's still our black man worship.
He's cheating. I mean, he hasn't sex with you. He hasn't had sex with you. Why he cheating? I mean, I do know after 35, the man stuff start going down, and then the woman starts reaching her peak at that age. But the man stuff start going down, because they don't take it, because they're not taking care of themselves. I don't know why they've used it so much and misused it so much when they were coming up. By the time they're 35, the stuff that start not being able to do what it's supposed to do. Yes. I don't know why. This is way above
my pay grade.
the information I have, but it just happens. Now,
Yes, y'all.
anyway, I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go.
Yes,
Anyway,
y'all. But it is Mary
Yes.
signing and
Amma.
signing off. And we invite you guys to like
Subscribe.
and comment down below. And if you want to see more unfiltered content of our opinions on different hot topics and shows and of our life, just follow our Patreon, you guys.
Yes.
But thank you all for watching.
Thank you.
Bye.